Hello, welcome, and hi. Once again, it's me, Doc Tima. I want to talk with you for a little bit about some strategies that often get used in our mediated spaces to convince us to believe something, even though they might be wrong. If you ever remember taking a speech class or a English class or composition class in high school, college, whatever, you've ever heard about logical fallacies. You probably hated learning about them because you're like, oh my God, do I have to actually hear about these? But if you think about it, we hear them all the time. So I'm going to go through a list of a few of them. But think about where you might have heard this done before, just as a way to, again, become a critical media consumer. The first one is an ad hominem attack. Ad hominem attacks are really pretty straightforward. As opposed to attacking the thing that someone is saying, the argument they're making, you attack them as a person. You explain it because they're not, you know, you rip them down. Therefore, if you rip them down, their argument must fall. What they're saying is wrong, even though it might be right. In addition to that, we have what's called ad populum attack. Ad populum is rather than attacking a singular person, you attack who that person represents. So their entire demographic, their entire heritage, the entire class of people they are. I'm a college prof, right? And so when I hear that college professors are leftists trying to, corrupt the youth, I'll be honest, if I could corrupt the youth, I'd have them read my syllabus. I'm just saying. So, yeah, ad populum attack. Hasty generalization. Now, this is an interesting one, right? Because this is if you're the person who's making the argument and you really don't have the goods, you don't have the receipts, you just speed up to the end. You hastily generalize. You don't get into specifics, and because you're hastily generalizing, people just kind of hear the big picture and they might buy it. You don't give them enough to actually critique or think about. Therefore, you're quickly dumping it out there. Another one's interesting is what we call an appeal to authority. Now, this one, I'll go to the college professor thing, right? If I'm a college professor and I've got my PhD behind my name and all that kind of stuff, then I must therefore know what I'm talking about. Why? Yeah, I've studied a thing. I've studied a very small, narrow aspect of a thing. I know a lot about that thing. But why would you believe me about something else? But if I have an authority position, I can use it as a way to sway just by you having that authority, right? To get people to think the way I want them to think. There's also what I call, or what it's called, not me, no, what is called the bandwagon effect. This is also sometimes referred to rallying around the flag. And you've seen this when I talk about politics a lot when it comes to examples, but this is true. If someone cannot convince you of a thing, but they know that, let's say, you are patriotic, they know that you align with those types of thoughts. If suddenly I say you should do this because it's the patriotic thing to do, I'm rallying around the flag. I'm trying to bandwagon you into the whole is doing it. You should do it too, right? So bandwagoning is all about like the whole is doing it. You should agree, and then along with that comes the rallying around the flag, which is very much a political angle. Both of these work in concert with each other really well. You hear them happening all the time. The straw man logical fallacy. I thought I was saying strong person. No, strong man makes sense here, and here's why. You've seen like scarecrows. You've seen straw men, right? Either in movies or in fields, whatever the case may be. They're facsimiles of a whole, right? They are they are meant to look like a human, but they're just clothes stuffed with straw. They're very easy to fool you, but they have no substance. If someone is trying to is making a straw man fallacy, what they're doing is they're going to give you the shell of an argument, but they don't fill it in. But the shell sounds pretty good, so you go with it. I would contend that most advertising, particularly when it comes to like strategic appeals to your ego, to your vanity. You don't feel you're not good enough, or you want to become something else. That is what this type of logical fallacy is good for. You can knock it out really quick. Two more. One, red herring. This comes from the Red Scare. And if you don't know your history, you should read about and learn about the Red Scare that and what happened in the U.S. during that time, particularly the junior senator from Wisconsin, Joe McCarthy, and his fight with Ed Murrow. Yeah, there's a great movie about it called Good Night and Good Luck. I love showing it in my classes. It's effects. It's partially fictitious, partially not. It's just really good. But the red herring was meant to, as opposed to talking about the real problem and going at the real problem, I convince you to look over here instead. I get you looking about this. We got to think about this. Got to think about this. But this is the problem here. But you're here. That's a red herring. I'm distracting you from the real deal, which gets us to a more recent phenomena or identified phenomena, which is called gaslighting. Gaslighting's been studied for a while, more from psych than from media, but we're seeing it. It's terrible. You basically are convincing someone that they are less than, and therefore, what you say is right. You convince them that their reality is not true, that their reality is that how they see the world is wrong. And because it's wrong, they should trust you. Not only is this a logical fallacy, it's just not right. So, in any case, I thought I'd drop a couple of these on y'all, see what you think. What I always tell my students is, when you hear about these and you think about these, listen to what you're listening to every day. Well, check out your podcasts, check out your news feeds, check out your doom scrolling. What is being argued to you? What are you being asked to believe? And then ask yourself, is it a true argument or is it false? Are they not giving me the whole story? So that's all I got for tonight. I hope this is worthwhile. I hope that it helps you out a little bit, gives you some skills, some tools, throw things in your toolbox. As always, take it easy, take care of each other, be well, and we'll catch you next time. See ya.